What is going on, believers and Volt Army? Guys, the market is tanking all over again. It's getting ugly. We're starting to see that amazing pull down. We're over $200 away from the top that we were talking about just 2 short days ago on Ethereum. And guess what? Volt continues to volt. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right. All right, guys, look right here, 69.93 volt. While the market continues to bleed, while the market continues its blood red path. I want you to look right here just to give you an idea. For those of you that know me, you know that I do a bit of day trading and a bit of swing trading. This right here is Ethereum since 28 June at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. 48 hours now. All it has done on an hourly chart is just bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed. But at the same time, the same cannot be said for Volt. Over here, we had the initial sell down, and then all we've had since that point has been a bit of consolidation. It's downside consolidation. I don't want to pump this up and tell you that it's something different, but it's still just consolidation and sideways action. That shows you the amount of strength there is in the Volt Army. Now, you get down here and you start looking around and you see there's a little bit of sell-off. There's always a little bit of sell-off. But guess what? Right before that sell-off, big green wall. You had a full-fledged green wall in the overnights. And then here in mixed in, you had one little sell-off, two little sell-offs. Guys, this is the type of diamond hand that will create generational wealth for you, your family, and anybody else later on. That's why I am an investor in this, and that's why I don't worry when the market starts to dip. But let's move on just a little bit. Wouldn't you hodl the one that volts the most? 28 centralized exchange listings, 9 decentralized exchange, 3 fiat gateways, dozens of partnerships and sponsorships, a P2E game, 50,000 holders, all in just 6 months. Now, guys, we're retweeting this. Just a reminder, just to let you know. While VoltaChange, the tier ones, you are a tier one, which is Binance that we're talking to right now, Binance.us, NFTs, and so much more yet to be released, which is really just them saying, hey, look, here we are. And guess what, guys? At some point, this all matters. You can only add meme coins to your bag. Which ones would you hodl? Binance.us, you know what they're doing? They're looking for interest. They're looking for new tokens. They're looking for things to add, because guess what? While this market dips, and some of these centralized exchanges, by the way, they're going to start disappearing. Tier 3 centralized exchanges are out of money, and some are facing insolvency right now. But guess what? Everybody else, they're just absorbing that. And they're going to be adding new tokens. They're going to be adding new. It's a great opportunity in a down market. You should be adding to your bags, right? But you should also understand that there's opportunity. And Voltoshi is going to take advantage of that opportunity and give you a chance at transitional and generational wealth. And that's the best that you could hope for in any leader for any token anywhere. And finally, let's just take one quick look over here. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin is never boring. Now, if you don't know who Michael Saylor is the CEO of MicroStrategy, and he now, and just in the last 48 hours, has bought $10 million worth of Bitcoin at a price of $19,900. He now holds $3.98 billion of Bitcoin. And here's the interesting. At a dollar cost average of 30,400. And do you know what Michael Saylor's doing? He's never flinching. He's never selling. He's holding because he understands this is a dip in the market and all the dips happen all the time, and all the fudsters come out of the woodwork and they tell you it's the end of the world. And guess what? It never is. Do you know why? Because this is cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is going to last a long time. Moving on. All right, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I wanted to remind you guys that we are in the cryptocurrency space. We are going to achieve generational wealth through the Volt protocols as they start coming out, starting with VoltaChange. But you got to be there in order to get there, and I hope that you are. If you're not, don't worry, I am. So, at least I'm going to make it. This was not financial advice. My name's Bleaves, and I'm always right.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining.